she is one of the founding partners of Matrixport, and she's currently responsible for the overseas business development and sales. And prior to Matrixport, she was investment director at Bitman Technologies, focusing on investment in blockchain financial service sector. And prior to joining crypto space, she was vice president at HKX and responsible for derivable product development and institutional sales from 2012 to 2019. And she was also physical community trader at Noble Group from 2009 to 2012. So yeah, as like you can see, she got so many years of experience in the industry, and yeah. So instead of keep on talking about some other stuff, let's just welcome her to giving us the introduction of Matrixport and also how we can manage the crypto asset during the bull market run.
Sure, thank you, Nick, and it's a great pleasure to be here with Next Genus community, and it's also our first Australian event, so very excited. I think this market has been very exciting since the beginning of this year. We have seen so many cycles. It went down to 3,000 and then bounced back, V shape, and now it's just past 18,000. So that's beyond a lot of people's expectation. So I think a lot of people care about and they want to know more about how to manage their crypto assets and increase their wealth during this bull run. So today I'm going to share some of the tips that I have and I'm practicing. So hope that's very helpful to you. Yeah, so just now Nick has given a introduction of myself, just very briefly. So I'm a founding partner of Matrixport, and I have the business development and sales, mainly responsible for the overseas market. So yeah, very excited to meet the crypto fans in Australia. And a little bit about our company. So Matrixport, we have a slogan which is very important to myself. It's make crypto easy for everyone. So that's also what we're trying to strive for. So later I will show you some of our products and services and hope you feel the same. It making sense to you to make crypto easy for you. So Matrixport was a spin-off from Bitmain last year in February. And it is a one-stop crypto financial services platform where you can trade, you can custody, invest, and borrow crypto assets. So we try to build a one-stop shop for people who want to manage their crypto assets, so they don't have to manage multiple apps and then do a lot of transfer between apps and exchanges, so they can do most of their daily asset management of crypto here. The company is built by Jihan Wu. A lot of crypto lovers might be familiar with him. Yes, he is the founder of Bitmain and also the only Asian figure that's been nominated as New York Times top 10 blockchain figures. And also John was also one of the co-founder of Bitmain, and so he and Jihan founded Bitmain in 2013 and make this company one of the biggest crypto company in the world. And then they continued their journey by founding Matrixport. And John is currently our CEO and manage the day-to-day business operations and strategies. And we're quite lucky to be blessed by a lot of leading investors, G Capital, Lightspeed, Standard Crypto, Paradigm, Dragonfly Capital, and Polychain. And currently, we are quite globally based. We have 170 people based globally, headquartered in Singapore. We have offices in Hong Kong, in China, in Zurich, Switzerland, and also in Moscow, Russia. Yeah, the company, the background of most of our people are from 4 categories. Like a lot of us are from the traditional financial services, like myself. I used to work at the Hong Kong Exchange, HKEX, and we also have colleagues who work at investment banks before. And also we have a strong tech team, which combines traditional tech background and also blockchain tech background. And also compliance is important for financial services. Yeah, so we also have a very senior team who oversees our global compliance. This is the advertisement that recently have been put up in Hong Kong. It's actually right opposite to the global headquarters of HSBC, one of the biggest global bank. So basically, it's a very interesting thing. So this is a sponsored advertisement by the community, crypto community in Hong Kong. So there's the people making donations to this organization called Bitcoin Association of Hong Kong, and then the association has put up this banner, which actually is trying to introduce Bitcoin to a wider user, the entire citizen of Hong Kong. So I think this let's review some of the what it has made Bitcoin great. So first, it says that more US dollar has been printed in 2020 than were in existence in 2009. That there was only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. I think that's very important feature of Bitcoin, which is the scarcity. And yes, it's scarce, it's divisible, transferable, verifiable, tamper-proof. Bitcoin is better at being gold than gold. That's another very true statement. Actually, this year, with all this money printing globally from all the central governments, you actually see that a lot of this money, a lot of this liquidity come into anti-inflationary assets like precious metals and Bitcoin. And if you look at the ETF inflows and also the inflow of capital into Bitcoin industry, like taking Grayscale Bitcoin Trust as an example, you actually can find out that the curve, the inflow trajectory of money getting into Bitcoin is much bigger than the money getting into gold. So I think that's important that people is shifting their mindset, that they start to see the Bitcoin as the new version of gold, the digital gold, probably better than gold being gold. Yes, and the last one, that's probably the statement says, once a new technology rolls over you, if you are not part of this dream roller, you are part of the road. I think that's the reason why a lot of us is in this industry, and congratulations. So this is the latest crypto market cap. It has really been growing this year since last year. I think it was like 200 billion. Now it's almost like it's double itself, but still with Bitcoin as one of the most concentrated assets. Put things into perspective, right? So we have seen here Bitcoin market cap 325 billion. So what does that mean? Actually, if you put things into perspective, compare Bitcoin with some of the more well-known company in the world, including a lot of the TMT giants, you actually can see that we're still a baby, right? So it's still less than half of a bit Facebook. The entire industry is still like only less than 1/5 of Amazon. So there's still a long way to go. I think that's where we are right now, but definitely that brings people confidence that we are still in a very early stage of this burgeoning asset class. And in the future, there's so much, the ceiling is very high, right? So again, if you have been holding Bitcoin a few years ago, or even from today, I think it makes a lot of sense for the next few decades. Another interesting sharing I want to share with the audience today that this is a report published by Charles Schwab, which is one of the largest U.S. stock brokerage, and they have surveyed their user, which and find out that the top 10 equities stocks holdings across their generation, across different age groups, in their IRA account, which is their retirement account. So what kind of asset do you hold in your retirement account? It must be something that you think is going to prosper, thrive in the next few decades, right? Because you don't want to invest in some company that will no longer in existence when you retire, right? So this is a very good indication of what people actually believe in, that is going to be long lasting, that is going to be growing. So let's look at what data showed us. So millennials, that's a young generation like you and me, right? That's the age group between year 25 and 39. So what are the top 5 holdings they hold? Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Facebook. That's all very familiar household names. And the fifth one is Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, right? That's already 1.84% of the overall holdings of this generation. And that's very interesting. And I think that's very telling, because if you look at Gen X, which is their the age group 40 to 55, and the baby boomers, which is age 56, 74, that's millennials parents, they are holding very different shares, right? So I think that means that for the younger generation, they are very receptive of the idea of digital assets. This is something that's native to them. It's not something that hard to understand, and they can see value why digital asset actually holds value. So I think it's very important, because going forward, when this generation get older, when their sons and daughters are born, and maybe by that time, I mean, why people hold gold, they will start to question, oh, why you hold gold? Why don't you hold Bitcoin rather than the other way around? And also DeFi is another big theme this year. We have really seen that the TVL, which is AUM equivalent of in DeFi, the total value locked has been really increasing from like less than 1 billion, I think, in March to 13 billion now. So it's an exponential growth, where people definitely see there's a lot of use cases in DeFi, and the DeFi actually can make things work, right? There is a decentralized lending, like Compound, like in DeFi. There's a DAX, there's derivative trading, the wrapped assets like WBTC. There's a synthetic asset, like synthetics. There's insurance. So a lot of these financial services can be replicated in a decentralized way. I think even though in terms of absolute value today it's not huge, but I think it's a very good start, and it shows a big potential of how blockchain can actually revamp or innovate the traditional financial services in a different way. Yeah, so coming to the topic of today, right? So what are we thinking as an ordinary like coin holder, right? A lot of the times we're thinking like, how can I grow my BTC, right? How can I get more BTC? How do I preserve my wealth? I think for Matrixport, it's definitely, we try to provide the easiest solutions for our users, how they can do it with least effort spent. So there's a couple of different categories that we provide to our users. So you can, there is a fixed income product, which is like a fixed income deposit account, where you can deposit USDT, stablecoins, BTC, ETH, sometimes BCH as well, and we pay out 6 to 8% annualized yield, which is not bad, a lot better than you put it in the bank, right? And we also have a other structured product like dual currency investments that can give you as low as 7%, but as high as 100% later on. How does that work? I will show you later. And also shark fin products. We have a BTC shark fin, weekly shark fin. So every week you can invest into this product, which give you 3% guaranteed return on Bitcoin, but also with upside of 25% APY. So that sounds quite attractive, right? I'll show you how it works. And smart trend, right? Recently, the market has been quite trendy. It's going all the way up. And some people fear that there will be corrections. There will be, at this point of time, like $18,000 per Bitcoin. Historically, in the past 12 years history of Bitcoin, there are only 4 days that are higher than 18,000. So some people feel that it's at a relative peak, right? Some people want to short it. So we also have products that called Smart Trend, which could help you to capture the trend. If you capture the trend, you can boost your yield into in the ballpark of 20 to 30% annualized. But if let's say if you didn't get it, so you get it wrong, you can still have a guaranteed yield of 1.4%. Sounds quite sexy, right? And also DeFi, we try to make DeFi very easy to use by simplify and automate the DeFi investment process into one click. So you only need to make investment into our DeFi product, and then we will do all the heavy lifting operational stuff for you. And then you just wait to get the yield. So it basically simplifies the DeFi mining process, and so you can enjoy from 7 to 15% APY. That's on declining right now. I think a few months ago, 2 months ago, it was at 40, 50% APY. But now, of course, the yield is getting more realistic. And we also have funds product, which we provide BTC denominated funds and USDT denominated funds. We work with some of the best quantitative funds out there, and then we can provide a ballpark annualized yield of 15 to 30%. Yeah, so how does some of this product might work or help you to increase your wealth when market goes in a bull run? Okay, the first product, as the name suggests, is called Leverage Bull. So I made this slogan here. So when market runs fast, I run faster. That's how you beat the market, right? So how does it work? Is that it is a product where allow you to profit from a rise in the market, like it is now. So I'm making an example. So so we support you can leverage on your BTC, you can leverage on ETH, you can leverage on LTC. So we provide you leverage trade, and it's very flexible leverage ratio. So it could be as low as 1.1 times or can go up to 5 times. And then there's also competitive interest. When you borrow the funds, it's as low as 0.02% per day. So and the interest accrue hourly. So if you want to get out in any hour, it only charge you interest up to that hour. So it's very flexible. You can close out your position at any time. So let me give an example. So let's say you take a 5 times leverage when the market is at $10,000 per BTC. That's probably 3 months ago. If you take the leverage then at this market price, then you are, so what does it mean by taking 5 times leverage? That means that you have 1 BTC and you want to borrow 4 other BTC, right? So you basically borrow at 10,000 per BTC for 4, so that's 40,000 USDC. You borrow 40,000 USDC and you buy 4 BTC. That's how leverage means. And then when the market goes up to 18,000, like it is now this week, and your holding actually becomes a lot more, right? 90,000. And now you can choose to pay back the borrowed asset, which is just to return the 40,000 USDC, and also the interest. Let's say you hold it for 3 months, and the 3 months interest is around about 700-800, and the rest is your profit. So you actually amplify your return by taking a leverage, and if the direction is right, you get a much better profit. So there's also another version of the other direction, of course, called leverage bear. So if you are bearish on the market outlook, of course you can take a leverage and you can sell your crypto assets by adding that leverage. It goes the similar way. And the 3 benefit of using this product: first, it's very easy. It's just one click. You just choose the type of assets that you want to add leverage. It's BTC or it's ETH or it's LTC, and then you just click it and you choose your leverage ratio, and you pay as you go. As I mentioned, the interest accrue hourly, so you only you don't need to overpay like how much you borrowed. And there's a constant risk management, so you actually can the risk is monitored, and there will be margin call to you to remind you that you need to add certain margin if the market is volatile.
Sri Lanka's president has declared that he's
hi, can you mute yourself? Thank you. Yeah, and a few competitive advantage of this product. Yeah, so first, I think the rates we are charging on the financing side, that's the cost of your borrowed asset, is very, very low actually compared to some other houses on the street. We are like 10% for USDT and only 6% annualized for BTC, Bitcoin, so which is very low. That means that if you really have a conviction on market direction, and especially when market is in a quick bull or quick bear, and you borrow and you trade and you take profit, and you only pay a neglectable interest, so why not? The other product I think is pretty interesting, which is another new product that we just launched. I personally like it a lot. I think it's going to be one of my favorites. It's called Smart Trends. So I put a slogan like "Don't fight against the trend" right on it. So what does that mean? It's actually very easy. It helps you to amplify your return when the market moves your way. So let's say you are taking a bullish view for the next 6 days, 6 or 9 days. Normally the tenor of this product is short. It's like a week. So normally it's 8 days. Let's say you are bullish. Okay, the next 8 days, next week, the market is going to go even higher. Okay. So this is other chart that I use. The product that we launched last week, so that you can see that still at when the price is still at 16,000. So this product is available on app twice a week. It's every Wednesday afternoon and every Friday afternoon. So you can invest in Bitcoin or USDT or USDC, and you are basically betting against the price of the Bitcoin, right? So if let's say you don't have Bitcoin and you want to say you only have USDT, but you think Bitcoin price is going to go up, you can still invest in stablecoin and make a profit out of your prediction on Bitcoin. I think that's the most interesting part. So if you're right, okay, market does move up like this month, like this week, it goes up to 18,000. So this Friday is going to settle. So you're probably going to get to like 22-23%, right? Because now it's almost like 17. What's the price now? 17,600, right? So you actually get a very good return on your annualized return on your investment. But let's say if you're wrong, market is not really moving up, it's stagnant or it goes down, don't worry, you don't lose money, you still get 3%. So that's a charming part. Another hot product that we provide, which is very, very popular, is called dual currency product. It's a little bit different than the previous two products. The previous two product makes the most sense when you have a trendy one-way market, right? Because if your prediction of market direction is right, you're going to really make a lot of money. But for this one, it's a bit different. I will tell you how. So this product helps you to grow your wealth regardless of market volatilities. What does that mean? So this is a Bitcoin dual currency product. Let's see a real example. This is a screenshot of my phone, my app last night. So it's very relevant price. So you can see that on the app there is a different yield, right? Different linked price and different tenor, and it could goes from as short as 1 day all the way to as long as 40 days. So I'm taking this 8 days contract, for example. So for this one, if you invest your BTC and yesterday, and then after 8 days, so you pick this contract, which means you pick the link price 20,000, right? and after 8 days, it's going to expire. So what's a potential outcome? So there are only two potential outcomes. One outcome is that when it expires on 27th of November, your settlement price, which is the then spot price, is smaller than, it's less than your link price, less than 20,000, or it could be equal or bigger than 20,000. So if it's lower than 20,000, you can get back your Bitcoin and also the yield in Bitcoin. So you're getting 1.01 Bitcoin back. You put in 1 and you get 1.01 Bitcoin back. But if the settlement price is bigger beyond this link price, you are getting the principal and your interest. You still get this 45.62% annualized interest. Don't worry, it's just in another format. It's in USDC. So this kind of market, so who will use it? I would say this is a typical scenario, right? Let's say I bought my Bitcoin like 3 months ago at around 11,500. I'm just making an example. And if I don't mind to sell my Bitcoin when it's hit to 20,000, because I think that's already a very big increment for me, right? Personally, I think I don't mind sell at 20,000. Then I can actually use this product very well. This product suits me very well, because if it hits beyond 20,000, it will get sold into USDC together, plus annualized yield, which means you get a certain premium on top of the market price. But let's say if the market didn't hit 20,000, I'm getting more BTC, so I don't mind. I think that's great as well, because it helped me to generate some extra cash flow on BTC. If I'm holding BTC for longer term, that's also fine to me, right? So this kind of product works the best when the market is not in one-way market. It's fluctuating, but it's not very volatile. So it helps you to generate by selling the covered call. It helps you to generate additional cash flow. So it's like collecting some premium, like 20%, 30% annualized. It's pretty good. I've been doing this for a long time. I traded at least 200 times. Most of the time I make my prediction right. So I think aggregately for myself, I'm not a very aggressive person. So my trading strategy is more, I would say, more towards the conservative side. Conservative means that I will not naturally go for the highest yield, right? I will not do the 136.87%. I will not do that, because I think 18,000 as a link price is too close to be hit. So I will choose a link price like 20,000, because I feel that if it's hit, I don't mind selling at that price. So that's my decision. That's how I make my decision. And by doing that over and over and over again for the past almost like 1 year on this product, I've been doing very well on my yield. I think on average, I made 25 to 30% annualized yield for all my investment. So I think it's pretty good. Yeah, the other one is the other version. Sorry, I forgot to. I don't know what's wrong with that picture, but the other version of it is the reverse. It's a USDT stablecoin or USDC stablecoin. So you invest in USDT or USDC, and if the price does not hit if at expiry the price didn't hit your linked price, then you get your yield in stablecoin. And if it hit your link price, you are actually buying BTC at dip at a discount. So I'm also using this as well, because at any point of time, I do hold stablecoin as well as Bitcoin. So I do USDT dual currency, and I do BTC dual currency, ETH dual currency as well. So that's also available on the app. Yeah, the next one, you probably don't see it often elsewhere. It's very, very interesting. We call it the BTC weekly shark fin. So it's like a delicacy. Every time when we launch it, it's only available once a week, and it's only available for very short period of time, and not because that we don't want to put it for longer period of time. It's just that we have a limited capacity. Every time like 150 300 BTC capacity, every time it will just go away within half an hour. It's just so popular. So it's like BTC delicacy for your tasting. So how does that work? So let's take this one for example. Again, this is a structured product. This is a principal protected product. So let's say now the price is 17,700, right? And this tenor is 6 days. So during the 6 days, if the price ever goes out of this boundary, the boundary is 17,500 and 19,500. If during these 3 days the price ever exceeds this boundary, then you will only get 3%. So it's like a knockout option. You will only get 3%, but it's not bad, right? You're not losing anything. You still get 3%. But this, if the price always stay within this boundary, at the end of the 6 days, you will get somewhere between 20.5% to 23.5%. So I think that's quite sexy, right? Because this range is relatively wide. So when the market is not crazy in a wild swing, I think this product is for you. But of course, if it's in a wild swing, you won't get 3%. So it's probably not as sexy as putting that into smart trends. So I think it still requires you to have some basic judgment of the market. It still kind of test your whether you have certain things, but it sense. But you don't need to worry because end of the day you're not going to make a loss on this one. So that's a lot better. Then this product called DeFi. Next one, and this called DeFi Smart Pool. This is probably the easiest, latest version of all investment. I call it a deposit and forget. Grow your digital asset when you sleep. Really, when you do this, you just need to put deposit and then you just forget about it. The money is just do the work for you. So so this is how it looks like. So you can see the APY. So this is the current annualized yield you get on different assets. There's a BTC, there's ETH, 8.368%. That's pretty good. BCH, a little bit low. USDT, USDC, 12, almost like 13%. That's pretty good. So how it works is that we help you to invest into the DeFi protocol, and you don't need to worry about that. And it's called smart pool because we will not stick to one particular DeFi protocol. We are going to have a pool of protocol that we choose from. So every day our operational people, our product manager will look at, okay, which one gives the best yield of the day, and they will help you to allocate the fund into different different DeFi projects. And we're not choosing any DeFi because a lot of DeFi protocol, as you know, that is not audited, or it's a bit crazy that we don't know whether it's there to stay. So we're mainly choosing some DeFi project that we know is safe, that has a track record, has a security audit, like Curve, like Swerve. So these are the one, and a couple others. We might change the components of that pool from time to time, depends on what's available and what's good. So what you need to do is just put there. And the good thing about it is that the interest actually accrue compound hourly. So let's say last hour you make 0.001 in profits, and the next hour that becomes your principal, and you're going to accrue interest on that. So that's quite the sexy part. And also it's flexible, so you can deposit it anytime, you can withdraw any minutes. It does not require any waiting time. Currently there's 5 coins available. So I would say this is the easiest, laziest way to gain steady returns. Yeah, so that's I wrap it up by sharing our app download QR code. If you think what I shared is interesting, some of the product you don't see elsewhere, or you think that you want to give it a try, yeah, do scan this QR code and download the app. And also we have a 1,288 USDT like coupon as a welcome offer to you, so you can use that coupon to try the dual currency product for 1 day. So, and then if you make any profit, you can keep the profit. If you make any loss, that's at our cost. So yeah, do feel free to download the app and start earning. Congratulations, and make crypto easy for everyone.
All right, thanks so much, Cecilia. So yeah, and I think like if people like want to invest early this year, I think Bitcoin will be good options, or maybe middle of this year, like a DeFi will be good options. Right now, I think the general market getting a little bit realistic, so I think we should more like trust of the platform for like yeah, some of the like professionals. Then I think Matrixport definitely provide such opportunities. So with so many different kinds of products. So yeah, if everyone interested, you can just download it and just start play around it. Okay, so I think we can move to the question part. So probably I will start the first one. So Cynthia, so do you have any plan for the Australian market for Matrixport?
Yeah, we really want to do an offline event there. Actually, this was in my plan at the beginning of this year, but this year didn't turn out to be the way I wanted. So yeah, so we didn't manage to actually go to Australia and meet people there. But I hope next year we can make a trip to Australia and yeah, then meet the local community physically. And I really want to do that, and hope I can do that in the earlier part of next year, hopefully. Yeah, but before that, I think this online event is a very good effort. Thanks for putting this up together, and I think this is probably a good way to introduce ourselves before we are physically there, and to understand like what's people's interests, and what they want to know about Matrixport, and is our product and services something attractive to Australian local crypto players. Yeah, so I would like to do more of this in the next few months to just collect some feedback, and then hopefully we can do a bigger event physically next year.